So, we unfortunately did not make our 4th of July deadline for our move in. However, we are working diligently in order to get all of the things taken care of that are necessary in order for us to move in by the end of this month. Hey there, my name is Yami. I am your Latina next door. Welcome back to mi casa. So, even though we weren't here at our house to celebrate Independence Day, we did get a chance to take it easy, step back, and relax with some friends and enjoy the holiday. Now it's back to work, and I have some really exciting news. But before I go into it, I do want to introduce today's sponsor, which is AWOL Vision. AWOL Vision is your go to for your ultimate visual experience. Their vision is to empower you to transcend the limitations of traditional TV viewing and enable you to explore new dimensions of your visual experience. All this through their short throw laser projector systems. More on them in just a bit. So, like I said, a lot has been going on, and the biggest thing that we were able to accomplish is we were able to get everything out of storage. Of course, there were several things on the to-do list before we can arrange for our movers to bring our things. Nelson had to work on the electrical upstairs, which required him to install all of the outlets, the light switches, as well as any light fixtures that needed to be completed. I'm so happy we were able to finish out the upstairs first because this meant that our kids can be with us whenever we're finishing little tasks like this. And no, there is no power to these outlets before anyone says anything. Now, we haven't decided on all of our light fixtures yet. So what we decided to do was go ahead and install some temporary lighting, especially in the kids' rooms. This way we can take our time making the proper selections, and we can do this after we moved in and we're finishing off each of their rooms. So in the meantime, we're just doing temporary bulbs, and even though they're not the nicest, they do the job. Yay! Now, we were able to install the sconces that go to the hallways, and I had asked you all what y'all thought, if I should paint them gold or leave them black, and honestly, most of y'all said to leave them black, so we're going to try them black for a little while and see how I like it. If I don't get used to them, I can always paint them gold at a later time. The only thing missing on these are the little lampshades, and that will be a DIY project in the future because I have some thrifted ones that I want to make over. The last light fixture that we did on the second floor was this fan, which goes in the central location of the lounge area. That way it can circulate air and provide some extra lighting for the kids. Then it was time for all the preparations for the movers. We removed the baby gate from the hallway down to the stairs. We also removed the area rug in the lounge area so that we can avoid anybody tripping on it. Then we began to adhere this plastic cover all over the carpet upstairs and all of the main walkways and into all of the rooms. We wanted to make sure nobody trekked any mud or dirt onto the carpet upstairs since it is brand new, and we applied this throughout. Moving day came, and honestly, we could not be more excited. Our things have been in storage for over 2 years now, and honestly, we were just tired of paying the monthly storage fee units. And so we decided this is the last month. We still have a little bit left to do on the house, but it's perfectly fine, and the morning was absolutely glorious. We had originally started with 3 climate controlled units, and we worked our way down to just only remaining with 2. Now, our stuff was actually about an hour and a half away from us, so we made sure that we arranged everything to happen in one go. We got there early in the morning, we packed it up. It took us about 2 hours to do so, and Nelson even brought his trailer in case there wasn't enough space for all of it in their truck, and we're glad we did because there was boxes that we fit in it. And then we headed back home for another couple hours of unloading. So we did this all in a less than an 8-hour period. I cannot tell you how excited we were to see those units emptied and have that part of our lives behind us. I was so grateful that day for sunny skies because it had been raining for weeks prior. Now, the kids actually took off to be with my parents down in Georgia, but my dad did come up to help with the move and just help Nelson unload any things from his trailer while the guys focused on the actual truck. It honestly felt like Christmas seeing all of these furniture pieces that I hadn't seen for years come in through our front door. Nelson even forgot about some of the furniture pieces that we owned, if you can believe it. Of course, after the move-in date for our furniture, and then Nelson working on the electrical throughout, there needed to be some serious cleaning. There was a lot of stuff all over the place, and empty boxes and trash and tools and supplies that just needed to kind of be tidied up and cleaned up so that we can continue enjoying our space as we continue to finish everything in the home. So here I am just tidying up the lounge. This is where my kids will be hanging out most of the time, as they actually already do, and where we're going to be having family nights and movie nights going forward. And I had already set this up and cleaned this, but of course things get kind of crazy during move-in and while you're working on things like the electrical. So it was time to do another refresh and just kind of tidy everything up, getting ready for our new entertainment system. And if you were wondering whether or not this plastic stuff held up to the movers, let me tell you something, this stuff actually works. It sticks on, and then when you remove it, it leaves no sticky residue. The only thing is, as you can see, I am following my son closely as he pulls it up so that I can keep the carpet down and on the floor. If not, the adhesive on it will actually pull up the carpet as you pull on the plastic. So that's kind of why I'm following really closely behind him, ensuring that our carpet stays intact and everything is perfectly fine. Next, I gave everything a once over with the vacuum to make sure everything was set and ready to go for our new entertainment projector system. Now, you've seen our lounge area for the kids, but what you haven't seen is the wall that we face from the sofa.
So as you can see, there's this like weird opening right here. This is to get into the attic, to get into the HVAC and then other parts of the home. This is not the complete version. I'm actually going to build a nice little door, inset door, but at this point in time we just got to close it off. So that's why this bad boy is going to, fit the perfect spot of this home. So this thing's going to cover that, and then you'll never see it, and then we'll watch TV.
This system came in 2 pieces, and the boxes were actually very simple and very easy to unpack. And this long one that you see right here is the 120-inch self-rising projector screen. We unpacked the entire screen, moved it up against the wall, and then took away the protective film. Then it was time to unpack the actual projector. All of your instruction manuals, as well as your cables and your remotes, are right there. And it also comes with your very own Fire Stick. With having to tackle so much stuff right now, we appreciated the fact that setup was within 30 minutes, and I think most of it was spent unpacking. The projector has a black and very sophisticated look, and the back of it is set up very simple and very easy to maneuver.
So this projector comes with 3 HDMI ports. So the first port is an internal HDMI connection that you can close up. So you can put in a Fire Stick, so you can put all your streaming channels and anything you can watch on the internet. And then the other 2 ports are your standard HDMI, and you also have a eARC HDMI, so you can hook up external speakers. You also have a LAN connection, a USB, and an optical.
So you're basically set up in order to stream your favorite shows, watch your favorite movies, or you can set yourself up to play your favorite games.
This is pretty easy to set up. All you do is connect all your power cords in, plug them in, and you just turn it on. And then, if you have any streaming devices, obviously the Fire Stick, it kind of walks you through it. And then once you turn it on, it's just basically the screen goes up, turn it on, and you enjoy all your favorite shows and stuff. I look forward to watching a ton of movies up here. That's something that our family loves to do. We kind of want to be around a central location to be able to watch and enjoy movies, and that's kind of like something we've done with our family, and I can't wait to see what this looks like.
And it really is as simple as that. Nelson connected the cord to the rising projector screen, and then he did the same thing for the actual projector, and it even caught him off guard. It was too funny seeing him set it off accidentally. But this is what it looks like when the screen starts to rise and your AWOL vision projector starts to work. Of course, there's a little bit of an adjustment in the beginning because you will have to adjust the distance between the projector and the screen just so that it fits perfectly inside of it. And you will get a manual that tells you exactly how far to put it away from the screen depending on the size screen that you have. And because this is an ultra short throw laser projector, you don't have to install it on your ceiling or far away from the screen in order for it to work. Then you just pair your remote control and you are ready to view. And look at how big this screen is. This towers over Nelson and it really does give you the home theater feel. For your best viewing experience, you want to make sure that you are in a low lit room or of course in the evenings after sundown. You get crystal clear 4K resolution combined with Dolby Vision for a vibrant, lifelike visual. Enjoy brilliant, sharp visuals anytime with 3000 ISO lumens brightness and a premium ALR screen that reduces ambient light interference. But don't take my word for it, take his.
The quality is crazy!
Yes, if you had any doubt that my son was just as excited about this as my husband, you'd be wrong because they could not wait to experience this for themselves. When we chose our plans for this house, this is exactly what we envisioned this room would be used for. We can truly get the theater experience in our very own home. And we're also excited to try out the 3D capability, which enhances immersion for a captivating viewing experience. And as a mom of 4 young children, I love the safety feature it has. If you get too close to it, it tells you to stand back in order to protect your eyes. Now, whether you choose to enjoy this for date night with your spouse for more adult content, or as a way to enjoy family time together on movie night, your experience will be amazing. And right now, their flagship projector is the lowest price it will be the entire year. You're getting over $1,500 off this projector, so you might want to act fast so that you can get your hands on your very own system today. So now that we have all of our furniture and we have the kids settled even better in their lounge, it is time to put all of our furniture together and start unwrapping absolutely everything that we have in our home now. We have been working diligently to get everyone's furniture and bedrooms set up so that we can start settling as soon as possible. It's been so nice to be able to unwrap everything, set everything in its place, and even have the kids open up some of their boxes and see some of their old things. Now, so far we've been using our cell phones as hotspots in order to watch TV or use our tablets inside of the house. However, recently we did get our internet cable installed and we will have internet here very shortly within the next few days. That means I'll be moving my office out of the cottage and actually be working inside of the new home in my little office area. And then because we just love having multiple projects to do at once, we took out all of our pool pieces from our last house that we brought over in our move, and we are hoping to install our pool this weekend. So fingers crossed, and we'll have a pool in the next couple of weeks to enjoy for the rest of the summer. So much to do and so little time. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what you think of all of the progress that we are making. I want to thank AWOL Vision for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out their projector systems right now. Their flagship projector is actually the lowest price it's going to be this entire year, and that offer is ending very soon. I will have their link in my description box so you can go and check out their array of systems available to you. And hopefully you too can have an amazing visual experience with your family and friends. We have more updates coming your way. I will see you all very soon. Until then, adios.